Hello, this is a Gamer Guide 21 and welcome to our next installment of Melvor Idol. This is part 4. We see our YouTube channel for our previous episodes. In this episode we're going to look at a few things. We're going to be looking at the Slayer task and prayer points predominantly. So we're going to load in our save, which is this one here. So we'll just load this in. Now I didn't go too mad with this, I just done a few levels offline, and you can see basically we have got level 5 attack, level 5 strength, level 10 defense, and our hit points are now level 12, and we haven't done anything with range, magic, prayer or slayer. They're non-combat skills. As far as the other skills concerned, wood cutting, I stopped at level 9 because we're not very far from getting level 10. So we're going to be looking at that later on and opening up this new tree here. Fishing, we've managed to get up to level 4. Overall, we've done 30 mastery in this now. We're getting good points. We're still fishing for shrimps at the moment because obviously we'll be soon be opening up a new catchment area here at level 5, so that'll be coming up next. And again, the same with fire making. You can see we've actually got this quite a long way up. It's only got one mastery skill, but we've got level 9 in overall skill, so we'll be able to go up in that as well. And cooking, just having a show around, see what's going on here. Again, we're not, about level 3. And we've done quite some good stuff here. Mining, we've done quite a bit. I've done quite a bit of mining. I've brought these characters up to about level 18. But we'll be opening up this new mining material very shortly. And we're going to be hopefully having a look at that today. And we'll be obviously going to be looking at smithing. I'm sorry, I said Slayer there. And you can see we're quite close now to getting level 15 on this. Okay, and we've already opened up iron bars, but we can't actually get them at the moment because we can't mine them. Okay, so we can't make these at the moment, but we can still make the bronze, but we'll be coming back to that later on. And we've done a little bit of thieving, not much, just a little bit, just to get up a few levels. And we've done nothing else, I believe, on any of the other skills. Okay. Now, in the shop, in our bank, we did pick up this special item, this burning amulet of ash, and you can see I've kept this. If you do, I should have said this last time, and I apologise, but we was having problems with our mic, and I apologise for that. But we've now sorted them out, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this a lot better. If you do pick up special items like this burning amulet of ash, you need to keep hold of it. It's worth a lot of money. You could sell it, but there's no point. We really would like to keep that because if we are using fire making skill here, we can equip this and this will give us a greater percentage chance of receiving items from that particular skill. So keep an eye out for these, okay, and keep hold of them if you get them. If you're unsure about whether they're worth keeping or not, you can always drop me a message in the chat, in the comment section of the video, and I will get back to you as soon as I can to let you know whether it's worth keeping or not. But 9 times out of 10, it's always worth keeping hold of this. And if you do keep hold of items like I've kept hold of this one here, make sure you buy an extra bank slot to help you out. Talking about bank slots, we've got 17. I'm going to create 3 more, or 4 more, so I've got 21. So I'm just going to buy a few of these. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more, 4. Okay, so that now gives us 21, but we've got one that's helped with this special item, so we've only got 20. Okay, so that's really good. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be having a little bit of a look at sorry, I didn't mean to do that at all. We're going to be having a look at prayer points and slab points, and we're going to be looking at some of our skills. But we're going to start off with non-combat skills as usual, so we'll just shrink these down. We'll come back to prayer and slab points in a minute. Okay, so we'll come back to them in a minute. Okay, so we're going to go to wood cutting first. Now, like in wood cutting, I'd like to get this second tree open here, which is level 10. I just wanted to show you this, so we're just going to click on this tree and create some trees. So here we go, we'll just watch this blue bar at the top going up, and you can see it's going up, and as soon as it hits level 10, this will unlock. Okay, so it shouldn't take too long, because I've done most of this offline, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like to open up a new section on a skill that you're particularly working on. Right, on this one, wood cutting, and there we go. We can stop there now. We've now opened up a new tree, okay, which is this oak tree here. It's always start at level 1. And this is actually a slightly better tree than normal trees. Gives you a little bit more experience points. Oops. So if I click on this, you can see that actually gives you 15 experience points, where this one only gives you 10. So you can see there's a difference there straight away. So this one gives you 10 experience points. You see that here? 10 experience points for each tree you cut down. But we go over to this one, we stop this for a minute, and we go over to this one. This actually gives us 15 experience points for each tree we chop down. So it's a slightly better tree to cut down, but for now we're going to stick with normal trees. Okay, we're going to just stick with the normal tree thing. What we're going to do. Now you can also sell the logs if you've been following along that you've just chopped down. Don't forget to press all. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, make sure you sell them. And notice that I've locked this item so I can't accidentally sell it. Okay, because that's a very important thing to do. And we're building up a bit of money now. We've got quite a bit of money. So we've now got this wood cutting skill now. We've now got 2 open. We've got an iron axe. I don't believe that we can get any more axes for it. But you can have a look in the shop. If you go to the shop, and you go to general upgrades, not skill upgrades, I beg your pardon. You can actually buy this steel axe, 750. Now this is worth it. Okay, we've got the required levels. You can tell it's open because it says that you require level 10 in wood making, and we got that, right? And it costs 750 gold. But what it does is it actually helps us with chopping trees down by giving us these buffs on this particular axe. So we're going to buy that, and you don't have to equip it or anything like that. It'll do it automatically. So now we've equipped that now means that we can now get next level. When we get to level 20, we'll be able to get the black axe. And if you go back to wood cutting, you'll see that you've got your steel axe here, and it tells you -5 on fire cutting. It basically makes it faster for you to cut down your trees. So that's really good. Okay, so that's we've upgraded our very first skill. I've used wood cutting. We've upgraded this by buying better piece of equipment and opening up more stuff for us to sort of idle, if you so wish. Okay, fishing again. We're going to go on to fishing now. We're going to get some shrimps. We're going to get the remaining shrimps to get us to level 5. On these, but I don't believe that will give us enough to buy an extra fishing rod, but we'll have a look when we've done that. So just click on start and start fishing for shrimps. Shouldn't take very long to get this. Excuse me, sorry about that. I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm sorry if you can hear it in my voice. So we're just collecting a few shrimps here. So we can just get a few, and obviously we're going to be picking up other items. We have plenty of space, like I've told you before. You don't have to go mad with your bank space. Later on you will land up with quite a lot of space in your bank. But for now we're absolutely fine, because a lot of stuff we're actually going to be selling, not holding on to. So I'm just waiting for this to get to level 5. And if you watch the blue bar up the top, you can see how close we are getting to it every time we catch one of these shrimps. it gives us experience points. So we're just waiting for that. We should be there soon. Level 30, skill level 32 is really good. Such a low level here. Doing really well with fishing. So we're just waiting so we can open up this fish over here in this area. These are different areas. Okay, each of these are different areas. Okay, there you go. We've now got level 5, so we're going to stop that there. And you can see now that we can get this raw shrimp, which means we can catch that, and we can use that as well. So we've now got an extra food source that we can get. Okay, but to get that, to be able to use this properly and cook it properly, you obviously need to go to cooking. We're going to do that in a minute. Okay, so that's another skill. But if we go back to the shop now and we look at the skill upgrades, you can see we actually can't get the still fishing rod because you need level 10 and we're only level 5, so we don't have the required level to buy this yet. Again, it's worth getting, but we're not going to buy it just yet because we've only got level 5, so that's that done. Okay, so now we're going to go to fire making. Now before we go into doing fire making, right, we obviously haven't got any trees, so we've got no selective logs. So we have to go to wood cutting, and we're not going to worry about oak trees for a minute. We're just going to carry on with these normal trees. We're going to cut some of these down, a few of these down, just to give us some so we can actually get our fire making skill up. So we're going to cut some of these down. So just click on this and our new axe will come into play and it will start cutting things down a lot faster and giving us more percentage chance of getting 2 items, special items and stuff like this. And you can see how much faster it is compared to the other axe that we were using. As you do get more and more upgrades for your skills from the shop, like the ones I showed you with the axes, then you'll find that these will speed up quite a lot. And it takes a long time to get them all, trust me, and they will cost you a lot of money eventually. But for now, we just want to get some of these. Probably want to get about 30 or so of these, just so we can make sure we got enough. And you can see we now got level 11 in wood cutting, which is really good. Next level opens up at level 25. You haven't got to worry about it too much. We'll get this skill level up to around 13 or 14. I'd say 14 is probably where you want to be with it. So we'll just see how we go with it. I think we just picked up a bird's nest, but we'll be looking at that in a minute. I didn't quite see that flash on the screen. I was watching something else I was doing. So we're just going to get this up to level 14. That should be enough. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're going to stop that and we'll go into here. Now, we didn't pick up a bird's nest, but never mind. We picked up some shrimps and we're going to be cooking them in a minute. So we're going to keep all the logs. We're going to sell all of the hats that I've picked up. We're going to sell the key. Most of the junk that you picked up and all the rubber ducks you can sell as well. So all these bits that you picked up are quite good, but we're going to keep hold of the shrimps and now we're going to go over to fire making. Before we do that, we're going to equip this item. So we're going to put that item on because we're going to be using fire making, so we want to equip that. If you want to check that it's on, just go up to the top here and the second little square box here, if you click on this, it shows you an overview of your equipment and you can see what I've got. I've got the bronze helmet. I've now got the amulet of ash, which is going to help us with the fire making, and we've got our weapon, shield, boots and gloves. So we're doing quite well. Okay, so let's go over to fire making. Okay, so we're going to select our logs. We've got 31 of them. We're going to light that and we're going to start burning some of these immediately. This is also going to give us prayer points. We're not going to be able to do a great deal of this here. We're now level 10 in fire making, which is really good. Okay, we're just keeping an eye on things. See how we go. Just number 10, and it will burn itself out eventually now because I've used that. Because I've used burnt the extra logs. Obviously, I'm not getting anything because I've run out of logs. I didn't really collect enough, but character's not really too important at this stage, because that's all I wanted to do is get that to level 10 and we'll destroy all our logs that we've got. Now with this, we're going to equip this. This will give us some more prayer points. We'll come back to them in a little while. It won't give us very many. And we're going to sell the coal. Okay, there you go. That gives us even more money. So now if we go to cooking, okay, we've got 10 shrimps that we can cook. So we might as well cook them. And again, you know, it's probably not going to be, it might be enough to get us to level 4, but I'm not sure. I doubt it. But let's just cook these 10 shrimps anyway. And we're still getting a failure on here because obviously not very high on this one. I'm focused too much on cooking. So now we've just got another level in cooking. And we're getting up here again. Again, we're going to be talking about how to get these upgrades to the pot and the furnace a little bit later on. But for now, you don't need to worry too much about that. So we're going to equip them to our character. Okay, so that is wood cutting, which we managed to upgrade. Fishing, which we managed to open up this new area with the salmon. And fire making, we got this up to level 10 now. And you can see that it's still active. And cooking, which we've done that. And you now can see that we've still only got these two open. Okay? Because we haven't quite got to the next level. And we're going to be discussing how to get furnaces and pots a little bit later. Okay, so we don't need to worry about them just yet. You have to buy these from the shop. They require items and money sometimes, depending on what you're getting. So we're going to go to mining. Now we need to get this open. If we can get this open, we can get better equipment and better armour. We have an iron pickaxe and we're already level 14 in this. So we're going to look at the shop, see what we require for that upgrade for the pickaxe. And we can afford this, okay, because we have the required level, because I'm level 14, it's only level 10, so we've got that, and we have enough money. Now, this is really expensive item, okay, it's 2,000. If you're like me, money's a bit tight, it's fine. But this is worth getting, because it gives you plus minus 5% chance on your interval, that when you strike the rock, your time it takes is reduced by 5%. Also gives you a chance to get double items and things like that. So this is really worth getting, and I suggest you buy that. So we're going to buy that, okay, and put that up. That will go straight onto our character. Go back to mining, and you can now see we've got a steel pickaxe. So we need to get one more level to open this up. So we're going to do that by just using these two that we've already got open. And you can see we've actually got this up to level 18 on each of these. Pretty good. Doing really well. So we're just going to let this keep going and keep going until we get to level 15 and we get this open. So just waiting for this to reach 0. Remember this from last time when this got down, and that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that to get level 0. Then we can click on this one over here if we need to, and get some of that as well. You don't necessarily need to build any bronze bars here. We may do. I am not really too sure how I'm going to proceed from here. We're going to have a look at it all in a minute. So we're just going to collect some of this stuff here. Okay, nearly there. Okay, so now we'll click on the tin and we're going to get some of that, and we're going to hit level 15 any second now, and this will open up this place over here. There we go. We've now got level 15, and we've now opened up the iron here. Now we're just going to finish these off. So we got these full. So I'm just going to finish this run off because the next one doesn't open to level 30 and I doubt very much we'll get there today. But now we've got another one that we can open up over here. But we now got this iron. Really useful. Okay. So we just need to finish this off. Get this down to its right level. Might as well get a few of these while we're doing this. Just waiting for this to finish. Yeah, sorry guys, I've got a bit of a cold. Apologise for the sniffles. Hope you can hear me a lot better today. We have got a new microphone, and we've been out and brought a webcam, and that isn't quite been set up yet. So hopefully that'll be available soon. We'll let you know. Okay, so here we go. We're just waiting for this to finish. And there we go. So we're going to click on that and stop that. Okay, so now we've got this open up as well. Okay. So that's really good. And we got a new pickaxe. Okay, which really is quite good. Okay, so if we go to smithing now, you got your bronze bars. You can make these if you wish out of the materials you got. And you've now got iron bars, which we can now mine because we've opened it. Okay, so we can do that, right? We haven't got any actual ore yet because we haven't done anything out of the ground, but we can actually get that now. And once we get that, we'll be able to start making some iron gear. And you can see here, we can start making things like gloves and we'll be able to, and swords, which are better than what we currently got. Yeah, and it will help us. So let's go back to mining. Let's just collect some of these for now, just to get a few of them going. So we're just going to collect some of these, probably get this up to about level 3 or 4. It depends how many pick up, and just keep an eye on what we're picking up down the bottom. And I know we picked up 5 already. But we're going to, it's going to take a bit of time to get going with this. So we're just going to leave this to run. We don't really need any of the other materials at the moment. So just let that generate itself. And we're just going to keep going. There we are, level 16 mining. Mining comes up very quickly. I think someone's moving about. Sounds like my wife might be up. She's probably had a nice sleep and she's probably awake. It's 6:10 in the morning. Bit early for her. Okay, so we're just going to cut this up. We'll cut this up, dig this out. Now we're just going to collect it till we get to level 2, maybe. But I'm not going to bother going to level 2. I'm just going to stop there. We've got a few, so it'll be enough to demonstrate this. So go back to smithing, and you've now got 23 bars. You can see this here, and we're going to create the bars that we need here. So make sure you click on iron bars. Should come up. Tells you for every you need 1 iron ore to make 1 bar. We've got 23, so let's just create some of these. So there we go. We're now level 15 in smithing. And don't worry if you've done what I've done and left that necklace on your character. It won't make any difference for this particular skill. We'll show you how to remove that once we've done these bars. So just get about 20 or so of these, or whatever you want to do. The idea here is to get better equipment for your character so we can fight tougher monsters. Excuse me, tougher monsters. Okay, we're done now. So go over to bronze gear, and there you are. You can see all the things we now opened with iron. Yeah, iron gear, yeah. All these things are now open. So first thing you want to decide to do is what do you want to do with the equipment you've got, or the bars that you've got, okay? So you got to really decide very carefully. We don't want daggers. Daggers are they are fast, but they don't do very much damage. We're not interested in anything range. We're not interested in these two. We've got an iron sword, which is pretty good. Okay, we've got more arrowheads, which we don't really want. We've got iron gloves, so we want one of them. So let's make one of them. It says that it takes two iron bars to make one iron glove, so create that. And when you've done that, just stop it. I only need one. Okay, and then they're actually worth 49 XP each. If you look at the scimitar, that's only worth 40, so we'll make one of these as well. Just one. Stop that. Okay. And what we're going to do, okay, because these are worth 40, these are worth 40, so it doesn't really matter. You can either make gloves or iron scimitars for the rest of the bars. I'm going to make iron scimitars. So it's up to you what you do, just to get a few more of these open. So just opening up more and more items. We're now level 16. We stop that. We now got a helmet. We'll create that. And the helmet's now getting created, and we now made a helmet. I'm just going to stay on the helmets for now, so we can get some more stuff. Okay, we're out of gear. I'm just going to make one dagger just to get rid of that one bar that we got. Okay, so we go over here. Okay, you got all your bits here. I'm just going to sell these for now. Oh no, not. We'll come back to them in a minute. Okay. So if we go to our gloves first of all, we can see now you've got these bronze gloves here. If you look at the stats here, you can see they're actually better because they give you this green +1 on all of this. Yeah. So we're going to equip that, and we're going to sell the bronze glove. Get rid of it. We don't need it because the equipment we got is better. If you look at the helmet, and again you look at the difference, you can see again it's a much better helmet. Okay. So we're going to equip that as well, and we're going to sell our old helmet, and we're going to sell any remaining iron helmets. Can only equip one helmet, so might as well sell the others. We don't want the dagger. The dagger we know is not as good as the scimitar, so we'll sell that. Do that, and there's our scimitar there. So again, you can look at the stat differences, but you can see quite a big difference, and this weapon is much more effective than the one we currently got. So just quit that, and we'll sell all these. I've got this locked for some reason. Don't know why I got it locked, but there are. We'll sell it anyway. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll go back to smithing. We'll go back to our bars, go to our bronze bars, and we're just going to create these odd few bars that we got here that we dug up while we were getting that level. And this may give us more stuff to open up in bronze gear. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I'm not sure if it will, but you can see we're going up levels quite fast in smithing. Smithing for early on skills will probably go up faster than any of the others that you're using, because you need bronze and iron weapons and armour and stuff like that. So that's what you're going to be needing, and you're getting more and more things open the higher levels you get in this. So it will be good to do this, and we'll be looking at the bronze gear once we finish making these last 9 or 10 files that we got left. We're not going to be able to make too many because obviously I didn't do that much. And this just helps to increase experience rather than just sell it. And if you know, the bronze bars will be worth a little bit about the same as what it would have been done for the chunk. So we've run out. So if you want to have a look at your bronze gear, just make sure you click on the bronze gear section and go down here. And you can see now we've got these plate leggings, which we didn't have before. So we're going to create one of them. Okay, and just stop. Oh, you created one of them. That's actually going to help our character, increase the armour of our character. Okay, and we need level 18 to get the last thing. And what we're on now, we're on level 17. So I don't know if we'll be able to get there. But these are taking 3 bronze bars to make one of these. So we're just going to make some more of these. Okay, to see if we get to level 18 and get this open. We might be able to. And just creating a few of these. We might not get there. Doesn't like we will get there, but there we are. Stop there, and we're going to create one of these plate bodies here. Oh, we need 5, so we need 2 more bars, and we haven't quite got 2 more bars, but this is worth getting. So we'll go back to mining, and we're just going to collect a couple of these, and stop, and go back to bars, go back to smithing, go back to bars, which is here, and bronze bars, and we're just going to create a couple, that's all. So we got what we need. There we go, we've got 5 now. So we go back to our gear down here with this plate body here. We now got enough. Just create one of them. That's all we've got room for, and that's it. Back to our bank, and we've got these 2 items that we just created. Let's just sell these remaining tin. We don't need them now. Okay, so these are bits of equipment. They go on here for your chest and on your legs to protect your arms and legs. Now you can see we will be able to make these with iron eventually. Okay, but for now I want to show you how to unequip certain things. So to let's go back there. So to unequip this, we don't need it now. So click on it and just click on this cross here, and that will take it away and put it back in your bank. Okay, and because I've got it protected, can't sell it. Okay, so go have a look at these leggings. Now these leggings are pretty good. Okay, they actually give you some decent stats. Here you can see what it does. Helps you against range combat. Gives you a +8 on defense, +7 on range, and also means harder for magic users to hit you. So they're quite good. So once you've got them, just equip them. Okay, and they're now on your character. Any remaining ones that you've got, as long as you've got it equipped, make sure you sell them. Okay, you don't need them. Okay, right, now the breastplate, as I call it, or plate body they call it on this game, but it's a breastplate. Again, this is really good. You can see it does, this is +15 on defense bonus, really nice. +14 on range, -6 for magic users, and range again and magic over here. So this is again very good. We're not going to upgrade it, we're just going to equip it. And now our character has a full set of armour. Alright, he has a helmet, which is iron. Doesn't matter if we got a mixture at the moment. We will be turning all these other bits like the plate body, the leggings, the boots, and the shield into iron armour. Okay, but for now we're just going to keep it as it is. So we've got a helmet, we've got a weapon, we've got a glove, boots, leggings, chest plate, and a shield. Okay, and that is actually quite good for our first character. That looks a bit mixed up because you've got some iron and some bronze in there. But like I said, we will be replacing these 3 items eventually, so it doesn't matter too much about that. Okay, so that's all for non-combat skills. So shrink them down and open up our combat skills and get into this. Okay, let's go over this. Right, first things first. Okay, we're gonna be using Slayer tasks, and I haven't gone too mad with getting my skills up. I've just done, like I said, level 10 in defense, 5 strength, 5 attack, and our hit points have got up to level 12. We haven't focused on any of this. Okay. So the first thing you need to know or understand is, what we're going to be doing. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to decide what we want to do here. So if you remember last time we spoke, when we talked about buying stuff from the shop, you usually use money to buy things, but you can also use another currency called Slayer coins, and they're here. Can you see this extra equipment set here? Right, and this is a lot of Slayer coins. You ain't going to get that anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry about that particular one just yet. But if you want to see what else you can buy with Slayer coins, if you click on this one that says Slayer, come over here, and it will show you what items you can buy if you got the required Slayer coins. The best things to focus on at the moment, because everything is really expensive in Slayer coins, okay, is to get this basic resupply. This is what you're looking to do, get this basic resupply available to you. Okay, but at the moment it's not, because it's in red. It's 5,000 Slayer coins, and we have none. Okay, so you need to get, that's what you should be aiming at. Not necessarily buy this, but you need to be aiming for this to start thinking about, once you start getting this, you start getting things like mithril arrows, which are really useful when you get a bow, trust me. Right, you get bolts for crossbows, which again is quite useful. But we will be able to sell certain things in this area, which will give us better money, okay, and it gives us magic bones. Now, magic bones are really, really good for prayer points, okay, and you will get a lot of prayer points for 200 magic bones, and they're prayer points over here, you can see them here, okay. So that's basically the Slayer shop. This is really what you want to be working to. Don't worry about anything else too much in here. There's quite a lot in here, but you really want to be aiming towards there. But we may get something less expensive, like the mirror shield, which opens up a new area. It's only 2,000 Slayer coins. Climbing boots, which it's 5 million, so you're not going to get there anytime soon. And there's quite a lot of Slayer skills, so really we'll be coming back and having a look at them. So let's go back to combat. So how do we get Slayer coins and Slayer points, or Slayer experience that's here? To do that, you have to go to these Slayer tasks, okay? Every time you fight one of these monsters that's in here, every time you beat him up, not only will you get gold coins and items that they drop, but you'll also get a certain number of Slayer points, and that will be added on to your total here, and these become known as Slayer coins. Okay, so basically the best way to look at this is just to do it. So we're going to swap over to our shrimps for a moment, just because I've got a slightly better healing item. So I'm not very high. I'm going to decide what skill I want to upgrade. Now, I don't know if I showed you this last time, but just in case I missed it last time, if you click on this little eye button up the top here, this will reveal all your stats. Okay, here they are here, and we're currently got like level 10 on there. I think it's going to be quite hard for us to take these on, so I'm just going to stay with block for now, and I'd like to get that to level 12. So we're just going to jump to get in to fight this monster. All you have to do is click jump to enemy, and that will take you straight into the fight, and just watch what happens when we jump in here. So we're now jumping in, and we're now fighting the monster, okay, and he's now being hit with our weapons. We've actually got quite good armour, which is going to help us a lot here, and we killed our first one. You can see got 5 Slayer coins there. I don't know if you saw that come up on the screen. You can see it down here, 5 Slayer coins. Okay, So you can do that as well. So just going to run away from him for a minute. Don't worry if you want to, run away from him. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to sell these items, sell that item, and we'll bury that one. Because I want to show you how we're going to use prayer points, because really prayer and Slayer work in conjunction. Okay, so this is why I've done what I've done. Okay, so we're just going to switch over to something that's not, we're going to switch back to potatoes, heal that up. Okay, so prayer points. What are prayer points? Prayer points are used to help you in combat. Okay, especially when you're starting out low level like we are, you're going to need them. Even though we got pretty good armour, we could have spent some more time getting better armour gear, but I just wanted to really move on with that. So really, once you get this position, you think, right, okay, I want to fight these creatures. They do a little bit of damage to me, so I've got to, what do I do about that? So we have these prayer points, 197. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get us started. So we need to use prayer points to buff our character. To do that, you click on this little star thing here, and that will bring you into the prayer menu. Okay, now at the moment, because we're very low and we haven't really done anything with prayer point, the only one we can do is this particular one called Fix Skin. Now, if we click on that, it'll highlight and come down here, and this will actually give you, right, plus 10% melee evasion, which will help you dodge your opponent's attacks. Okay, but we only have 197 prayer points. But because these only cost one a go, that means we can do it 197 times before we run out. Okay, so which should be enough for these 13 goblins. As you go up levels in prayer, you will open up better and better skills. Okay, that's what this does. So again, jump into this, and this time we're going to be watching our prayer points, which are here, and our Slayer task, which is here. You can see it's increased. We're going to watch that a little bit, and we're going to be watching this as well. So let's just jump into these monsters. Okay, and where we're starting to, you can see now that their prayer has started to come in here. And there you go. Slayer skill is kicking in, and we're getting our Slayer points, our money, and the items are going into our loot, which is what we would expect to happen. Just keep an eye on your health. We're very conscious of your health here. But you can see now things are beginning to look a bit better for us in the combat, because that little cross is making things good, and we've just got at level 13 hit points. So we've got up a level there. Excuse me. So we're just doing these because obviously if you don't feel comfortable with taking on, be careful with Slayer tasks. I would suggest you stick to either chickens, potatoes, these trolls these goblins that I'm fighting, or cows. Don't go for anything else, because you could land up getting yourself killed. Okay, so if you don't have the same as me, you just click new task. I'll show you how to do it once we've got past this monster. I'll show you what to do. So if you've got anything other than one of the 4 things that I've said, you need to refresh your Slayer task, and we'll show you how to do that in a second. I should have shown you that first of all, but I had the right monsters to start with, so I was a bit fortunate there. You may not have the right monsters, so just make sure you keep yourself healed up. Okay, you can see that we're actually doing quite well here. This isn't going to drop anything of worth of value, maybe some troops possibly. But we now got level 11 in defense, which is really nice. We've got to watch your health, because you can see they hit quite hard when I do it. Just click and hold it to heal up. I'm just using potatoes. So you should have plenty of potatoes by now. You don't need a lot, because only 13 of them. So it shouldn't be too difficult for us to kill all these and get a few Slayer points. We've now got 50 Slayer coins. That's quite good. You know, just it is what it is. I mean, it's going to take you a long time, right, to get everything you need from Slayer. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight. You know, you're going to talk about several thousand Slayer coins, if not millions. So a lot. So we've got 2 more goblins to go. Then we're going to run away from them. So we're nearly there. And we're getting, you can see the prayer's gone up quite a bit, and the Slayer task has gone up quite a bit. We're not going to get a level, but we're just going to take these out. And when you get to 0, you get the new creature loading. Don't forget to run away. Just run away. Okay, because we don't really want to be. So just run away now, and we run away. Okay. So we now got those items. Now, if you're like me, you've got Black Knights, you really don't want to be taking on Black Knights. First thing we need to do is preserve our prayer points. We don't need this on now. So if you click that, that'll turn it off. Okay, so it's now off. You go back to your armour as well. So if you've got something like Black Knights and you want to get a new Slayer task, because they're really a bit hard for us at the moment, so just click on New Task. You've only got one thing available, easy, which is free. Just click on that and it will come back and you'll get whatever you want. You can just keep going until you get what you want. You can just keep going, don't cost anything to do this. You can just go through these until you get the task that you want. When you, like I said to you, I would suggest that you stick to things that you can beat, like chickens, or keep it on that for now. Because they're really easy to beat, and they will give you Slayer points, and they will give you gold. So if you're not sure what to get, I'll just go through it again. Things you should stick to on Slayer, make sure these are in Slayer, not where I am now. Plants, chickens, or cows. Alright, or you can do the goblin, not the ranged goblin at the moment. Okay, don't worry about him at the moment, but if you get any of these 4, the goblin, plant, chicken or cow, and you're around my levels, that's really important as well. Alright, and you should be able to beat them up. So make sure you've got your stats up a bit, or your combat up a little bit. Because if you haven't got this at very high levels and you're a lot lower, you probably will struggle to fight a few of these monsters, especially the cows. They can hit quite hard. Don't forget to heal regularly, okay? Okay, let's go back to attack. And it's, so there we've had, so now you can see we've got 70 Slayer coins. So if you can go to your bank and we can sell the bits that we don't want. Sell these, keep hold of the shrimps, I'm going to cook them. Don't sell the bones, just bury the bones and we'll cook the shrimps. I'll cook the shrimps later, but for now they're there. Okay, but if you go to the bank, if you go to the shop, I beg your pardon, you go to your Slayer skill, you've actually got, it tells you up here, that you've got 70 Slayer coins here. Okay, it's not going to be enough to buy anything with, but you've made a start, and we've got 5,000 coins, and we got all that. So basically, that is all there is to Slayer skills, which we looked at earlier today. So Slayer skills, which are here, you get them here. Don't forget, you've got to be a bit choosy about what you fight, especially at the beginning, but as you get up higher and higher and higher, you'll find it become easier and easier to do Slayer tasks. And there will come a time, right, when, say for instance, chickens that we currently got here, just say for, that's what we're fighting in about 10 levels time, that will go up to 200 or 300. Yeah, so you will get a lot of monsters here. Okay, all right, and they're very easy. And again, we've got this nice equipment here. So we've looked at that. We've looked how prayer works and what prayer does. Prayer basically enables you to add buffs to your character, like this one we used earlier, thick skin. Right, if you're struggling with a particular monster, you can make sure you've got some prayer points. You can get prayer points by chopping down logs and burning logs at your fire making skill. right? And you'll get prayer points. Okay, if you did say, I don't know, 50 of them and then then burnt a lot, you'd probably get enough prayer points to fight these very basic monsters we're talking about here. So, like I said, we looked at prayer points. We also looked at getting new armour set. I'm going to be doing more of this offline. I'm going to try and get some more of my armour that I want to get here. More armour for these particular bits and replace these next time we come on. Also, I'm going to try to increase my cooking skill, right? So I can get that to level 5 to see if I can get the herons unlocked, because we managed to do that in fishing. So fishing, sardines are here. We can fish the sardines, but at the moment we can't cook them. So unless you're going to sell them, that's not really worth doing that. So I really like to get the cooking upgraded a bit, and make sure that we can get the next level up. It shouldn't take very long to do that for cooking. So to do that, we might have to do a bit more fishing just to get that level up, so I can get more recipes open at level 5. So I'll probably do a few shrimps or so. I might go and kill some cows. I'm going to talk about cows next time, by the way, guys, so don't worry too much about killing them now. I'll leave the cows. We'll talk about cows next time we come on. We need to get our armour updated. You've got your fire making skill gain, cooking, yeah, we looked at mining. Well, so I'm going to get the whole armour set if I can. Smithing we've talked about today. And thieving, we're not going to worry too much about thieving at the moment. We've done some thieving. You can look at what you can drop me. So far he's really not dropped anything, only level 2, so I'm not really surprised. And we've got quite a lot of other abilities. Okay, so next time we come on, we're going to talk about astrology, what that does, and we're going to have a look at agility maybe, and township. We're going to be looking at that soon. The things I'm not going to be focusing too much on is farming, fletching, crafting, runecraft and herb lore. These are not ones I use very much in my main game. Farming is okay, gets your food, but it does take a very long time. If the developers happen to hear this stream, I would say you need to do something to cut down the amount of time the player has to wait to get crops. 2 hours, I think, for basic things like potatoes is far too long. Or there should be a way of buying items that can speed up the amount of time that you have to wait. Okay, because trust me, if you're growing trees, you could be waiting hours for them. And one of the ways to do it is to idle it overnight. But we'll show you. We might do a bit of farming at some point, probably not for a couple of episodes. I'll be covering all of them, but you're going to have to get them all to level 99 eventually anyway. But it's going to take you a very long time to do farming. Okay, so just be aware of that one. I've not really looked into too many of the other ones. Okay, so that's really what it is. Okay, so go back over here. Oh, we've got give me quickly shrimps. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day there. Like I said to you, I'm just going to go now, and I'm going to go off and do some mining. I'm going to mine out more of this iron. Okay, and I'm going to go to smithing. I'm going to turn that into iron bars, and then from there I'm going to use those iron bars to create more items over here. Okay, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of cooking and fishing and stuff like that, a bit of wood cutting, but I'm not going to be doing any combat. Okay, guys, so until next time, this is Speed Stephen or GamerKite21. Thanks for coming along today. Please like our videos and make a comment. This will encourage us to make even more of this. more of these, and we will be starting a new series soon. We're just in the process of looking at which game we would like to stream. We have quite a large collection of Steam games available to us, and we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be deciding on that, and might be starting a new series soon. Also, we are going to be running hopefully a Lost Odyssey series off the Xbox One, starting very soon, probably in a month or so's time, which will be the ultimate walkthrough for Lost Odyssey. So please come along and subscribe. That is a really, really good classic hidden gem of a game for Lost Odyssey for the Xbox One. Absolutely brilliant, lovely game. Thousands. I run the a club on the Xbox One called the Lost Odyssey Fan Club. I've got thousands of members in it, and it's really, really good. It's a really, really good game. I highly recommend you have a look at that if you don't have an Xbox One or an Xbox 360, which is what it originally came out of. But we'll be talking about that when we start that. That's going to be in about a month or so's time. So we'll let you know when that's going to come about. So we've got some things planned for this channel, so it'd be really good if you would subscribe, make a comment, encourage us. That'd be really good. So until next time, this has been Stephen or Game Guide 21. Have a great day. See you next time. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.